Oh, yeah. What up? What up? What up?
What up?
Yes, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I can let this ride all day.
I know, we really could.
I got an intro.
Every time.
I have the intro. What up? What up? Yes, yes. My name is Doechiii. You know what I'm saying? Host of the Common Thread podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Common Thread.
That one.
You
You
feel
feel
me?
me?
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome. Got the one and only. We got Dylan Fields in the building. You know what I'm saying? With the new backdrop.
Yeah.
You've had a couple of backdrops. This looks like the official backdrop right here.
Yeah, I think, I've been trying to figure it out. And then, I think we got some Mama Deef's up there, some of mine, some of Miranda's, we're piecing it together. So I like
it out.
I like where it's at.
That's good. That's good.
I agree.
So,
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's some Mama's beef, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Then we got my boy BJ, Brian Jones, you know what I'm saying? The smooth one. Hair all out over the place. You know
Come
what I'm
on
saying?
now.
Yeah, what in the heck?
Hey.
What you got going on over there?
Hey man. We what is it? We fresh off the nap, but we make it.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes
Need some
you gotta
moisturizer
let
in
some
that
people.
moment.
Sometimes he's letting some other people catch
Hey
up a little
nigga,
bit.
fuck
Come
you.
on, bro.
Nah, I definitely need some help too. This is looking disgusting.
Right.
No, I need some help too. For sure.
Fuck.
All right, man. Well, let's get to it, man. You know, we got a good episode coming up today. Thanks for joining. The first thing we really want to talk about is really just to celebrate the women of the planet, the women of planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? International Women's Day was on Saturday. And we all just want to take the time to say thank you. You know, we love you. You know, we appreciate and value you. You know, there's a lot of people out there who don't value what you bring to the table, don't admire your efforts and your intelligence. And, that is just not what we doing over here, to be honest with you. Like, that's just not how we get down.
Nope.
Most of us we was raised by women over here. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, we just love everything that you all are bringing to the table. So we doing a little extended celebration. You know what I'm saying? We really celebrate women every day, but we really, really just wanted to kind of highlight. And so I had a question for the panel. Who is a woman that has had an impact on your life, and what's something valuable that you learned from her? All right, so,
That might be one of his.
Hey,
make sure you.
Yeah, who is that? Yeah, what does that woman right there mean in your life, BJ? That one's just that one right there.
That was my mom.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Hold on.
Mom.
Yeah, shout out mom. Hold on. Yeah. Mama Jones, you know what I'm saying?
But yes, shouts out Mama Morris. Yeah, who I was gonna say my nana and my mom, but live in the flesh, live in effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, something valuable that they've each have shown me. I think one thing both of them that I'm really happy about is that they're always big on exposure, always exposing me to stuff. Like you know what I'm saying? One of the traditions that I can't wait to instill when I start having kids is every Christmas we would go to Christmas Around the World at the Field Museum as and then we'd buy ornaments from different countries every year. So like on the Christmas tree, we had joints from Japan, joints from Russia, joints from Ukraine, joints from Australia, just like all these weird different ornaments. But it was just a real cool way of like shrinking the world for me. Just like I said, just exposing me to stuff. There's tons. There's so many different examples of both of them doing that that I'm super grateful for throughout my life. So yeah, shouts out to both of those incredible women, man. I appreciate them both.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Can we get a clap again?
Oh, another one? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I need that.
It's coming to give us a second. There you go. Yeah, it is.
Hey.
Yeah.
We worked for that. Worked for that. So
Yeah, absolutely. Mama Morris, Grandma. Shout them out. Bill, what about
They
you, bro?
start getting crazy there. Oh man, I got so many women that I could shout out in my life, man. You know, I'm the oldest of 8, so I've got four different sisters. You know, 4 or 5 different. Yeah, I got so many. No, oldest of 9, so I got 5 sisters. It's a lot, right? And so, I guess if I was to pick out one in specific, you know, one that's really been helping me lately is my lady, man, my lady Miranda. She's somebody I marvel at. Uh, we've just been able to put together this life that's really fucking beautiful and shape it out to be something really great. She's held me down in times where it's not easy to. And so, yeah, man, yeah, that'd probably be who I would go to. I mean, I could shout out my stepmom, Isabel, my sister. My sister right now, Chloe at Cincinnati. She's out there killing it right now at school. Something that I couldn't do, and so I'm very proud of her. It's just, yeah, man. There's so many women, man. It's so hard to just pick one, but you know, yeah, those would be a few of mine. How about you, bro? Who you got?
For me, man, first of all, shout out Miranda and shout out everyone that
You feel me?
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Happy
yeah,
International Women's Day, right?
absolutely.
For
It was
me,
her birthday over the weekend too on Sunday.
whose birthday? Miranda's?
Miranda, yep,
Happy
yep.
birthday, Miranda, of
Yeah,
course. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Hold on,
She's
yeah,
gonna listen.
one more.
She's gonna
Yeah,
listen.
yeah.
She's gonna listen. So,
Cincinnati, you know what I'm saying? Stand up. Happy birthday.
right.
Real shit, you know?
My bad. I
Eh,
didn't mean to interrupt
No,
you,
no,
bro.
no, no. You good, you good. And then for me, on my the woman that I wanted to celebrate on International Women's Day, there's a lot of obvious ones for me, my mother, grandmother, my auntie, cousins. But for me, I kind of wanted to kind of go out of the box a little bit. And I wanted to shout out Professor Orsini, Professor Diane Orsini from my Valencia Community College days here in Orlando. She was the one who, just even gave me like the real genuine idea of, being in front of a camera, doing, some sort of journalistic work, reporting, talking to people. I told her I wanted to do, I don't know, like radio or something like that. And she was like, no, like you need to be in front of a camera. Like the way you speak, the way you write, you know what I'm saying? The way you present things, like you need to be in front of a camera. And that was literally the first time I ever thought about like anything like this. So, and that just kind of sparked the way for years to come. So I really want to just appreciate Professor Orsini for, seeing something in me before I could really see it in myself, motivating me, letting me just go in her office, when I missed a bus or something, trying to get home. Like she really looked out for me, and just nurtured me into just pushing myself, you know what I'm saying, into something better. So I want to give a shout out to Professor Diane Orsini. Yeah, for sure. From Valencia College, you know what I'm saying? So thank you,
Absolutely,
Professor Orsini. Happy
absolutely.
International Women's Day. You know what I'm saying? For all the other ladies out there, we love and appreciate you. Like for
No
real.
doubt, no doubt.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shout out Mama Jones too. I know she
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
pissed if
yeah.
you don't say that, but
Right, man. Love my mama. She know what it
come on,
is.
man.
She
Yeah,
know what
that's
it
easy though.
is.
It's
Yeah,
easy.
yeah. Thanks
That's
for
easy though.
everything. She know what it is. So, this topic is really for her. This next one coming up, it is some sad news. But this is the type of music that my mother grew up on. Singer Dwayne Wiggins, founding member of Tony, has passed away. Very, very sad news. It was, I believe, stomach cancer, and if you don't know Tony, it is an R&B group from the late '80s, early '90s, big into the neo soul movement. Bro, if you don't know, you got to do your Googles. It's not my job to tell you who Tony is, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, Anniversary. It never rains in Southern California. Like, those are just some of the, yeah. Like,
Feels
Yeah,
good.
you
yeah,
feel
man. Like,
Yeah.
I. Yeah, someone to help me out. Somebody help me out here, man.
Yeah,
I'm a lost for words,
yeah,
man.
yeah, man. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to say about these things, right? You know, it's the thing that's beautiful is that they've left so much of a catalog out there that you can go back to get a picture of them still. And so that's what I would encourage our listeners to do is, go back. Anytime we mention this, rest in peace to any of these people. If you're not educated, go educate yourself. There's no shame in doing that, and learning about these people, and then taking that with a grain of salt and understanding that it's important to give these artists their flowers while they're here. And Tony is one of those groups that I don't think gets enough respect. In today's day and age, I'm sure they did back in the 90s when they were around. I can't speak to it, but I'm sad that we lost another great one.
Oh, for sure, man. I mean, yeah, bro, and that's exactly what he was. Is a great one. Like, just really one of the great unsung heroes of music. You know what I'm saying? He was instrumental in creation of like that sound, that neo soul sound. He was a instrumentalist. He was a guitarist, so he was like big in creating, like I said, the rhythms and flows, and like I said, just some of the grooves that are kind of essential to Tony. When you think about that sound, he was he was there. I know Raphael Sadiq is kind of like the front man of the group, but like he was also, like I said, they were both instrumental in creating the sound that we know and love as Tony. He was also big in like Beyonce's, like in discovering Destiny's Child and like being instrumental with them getting signed. And like I said, and Beyonce becoming the Beyonce we know. So like, yeah, bro, he was definitely a great one. Presence will be missed. Love to his family. And yeah, man, just RIP. Losing to
Yeah,
legends, man. Doing
yeah, a lot of legends, man, and I guess to kind of show the impact, he's the oldest. Tony is like it's a family group, brothers and cousins and things like that. He's the oldest, kind of set the tone for everything, and even when everything was, I guess I'm not gonna say when the band grouped up, but when people just kind of moved on to different things, like he was the one who was continuing the tour under the Tony name, and just kept everything afloat until the original members would come back together. So, just a true originator, a true staple, and an
And
open
then
icon, an
yeah,
open
and
icon.
one more thing to add here, real quick. I just researched this real quick because I wanted to learn more about him. He founded a company that was called Grassroots Entertainment in 1995. That company helped develop artists that were like Destiny's Child, Keisha Cole, her, Zendaya, Kalani. I mean, it's that's crazy. That's crazy. Not that alone. If that was his own, you know, set of accomplishments is incredible. To
Just
add
about,
that to being a touring artist that was huge and impactful for generations and to help create a sound. I mean, it just is. You can't overstate how much we'll miss him.
yeah, absolutely, man. And unfortunately, man, we have to keep it here. Just because someone else passed away as well, another icon, and it's now that we've been doing this, like these RIPS, man, like it's like it's a weekly thing, and it I hate that we have to report on it, and I don't know, talk about it. It is part of I guess what we have to do, what we're signing up for. But it really just puts into perspective, like just take care of yourself and take care of what you're doing, and keep your bodies healthy, keep your minds healthy, keep your spirit healthy. Because I swear, every week we're coming here and we're having to do a RIP to somebody, man. And I'm really just praying that we get a week where we don't have to do that. And unfortunately, this week we have two with a jazz icon in Roy Ayers. Roy Ayers passed away as well. He was older. His family saying it was just a long time illness. And Roy Ayers is somebody who has been sampled a gabillion times in in R and
Can you say that
B,
one
a
more time?
gabillion, a
Yes.
gabillion
Great. I'm
times,
sorry. No.
a gabillion times. Stayed in tune with the modern day artists as well. He was big on the xylophone. That was kind of his instrument. Big on it was called a ubiquity. I still don't really necessarily know what that means. I think it's like the choir orchestra shit he got going on. Just true essence of music, man. If you don't know Roy Ayers, his biggest song, most sampled song is "Everybody Loves the Sunshine." You've definitely heard it before. There's no way you haven't heard it before. I'm not gonna believe you if you told me you haven't heard it before. It's just one, it's just one of those, man. And you know, yeah, man. He was an older cat, and he was somebody who really just kept going until the wheels fell off. And I think that's where, like, when I look at his life, I'm really like admired by. He stayed touring. He did songs with like Tyler the Creator, Erica Badu. You know what I'm saying? All these modern day artists. You know, so he was very much in the mix and very active, even until the passing. He was part of that documentary, like Summer of Love by Questlove. Like he was very active in what he was doing. And yeah, man, this again, just another legend that we lost. It was kind of like a same day announcement for both Dwayne Wiggins and Roy Ayers. And yeah, for me, rest in peace. Roy Ayers meant a lot to me and a lot of my growing up in music. I've done a lot of mixing and stuff for his music and sampling. So sad to hear, but blessed to, just blessed to know and blessed to see. So yeah, that's all I got, man. I'm sick of this rest in peace shit, to be honest.
Nah, for sure, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, first off, I just want to add ubiquity means it's a state of being. It's like of omnipresence. So it's like being everywhere at once.
That makes so much sense. Knowing his music and now knowing that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense.
But yeah.
Very spiritual artist.
Man, you know what I mean? And yeah, bro, just kind of just to piggyback and just affirm everything that you just said. Like, I just instrumental key figure in like what we consider neo jazz, like kind of modern jazz, like post the boom bap era. He's like one of those titans of jazz that you kind of like associate the genre with. Especially like you said for black folks, you know what I'm saying? He's been, even if you don't know it, like, so he's been, like you said, he's been sampled so much on different songs. Like you got an education in his music, even if you didn't know it, like you've heard it
somewhere.
You know what I mean? And that's the type of music that he made. Like he come from just creatively that time and period where folks are just people made life music, stuff that you could just have in the background of your life that kind of transcended genres. It just kind of it just exists. When you hear it, you can relate. You can hear a memory to it. Yeah, bro. We all didn't heard everybody can the Sunshine joint, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has seen a movie with that in it and they can relate to it immediately. Like you spark or
commercial something.
Yeah, I'm saying it spark, but you hear songs like that, you hear and it sparks a memory. And I think that's creatively as a musician, like that's all you can ask for is like to make people feel something.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Make people connect with something, especially like such a visceral way. So
right.
And to move
out to him, man.
Yeah, no,
miss you.
For sure,
love you.
For sure.
Yeah,
I was gonna say just to be able to move not only other, to move your fans, but to move other artists to be inspired to create off the work that you made is something to say of it in and of itself. I mean, his nickname is the Godfather of Neo Soul. That's what they call him.
So fitting.
And it's crazy.
He earned that too. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Yeah. And I was just going to add, it's in his music you can hear the love for it, and he grew up in a family that were all musicians, and he was handed. I don't know exactly off the top of my head which instrument it was right now, but he was introduced to music at the age of 5, and so it's almost like you can feel it. It's just ingrained in him, and I wish I would have been able to see him in person and see and feel that live. But yeah, man, rest in peace to him, and shouts out to him.
Yeah, man, rest in peace, man. We just gonna keep it on pushing, man. Legends in the game, gone but not forgotten, and we thank you. We thank you for sure. So let's see. Next thing on the list, let's so we got the Jay-Z. So Jay-Z filed a lawsuit, and we got let's liven it up a little bit. We gonna
switch it up.
Let's liven it up a little bit. So we're gonna do. So I guess over the weekend we had LeBron walking up on some pure. Y'all remember when? Do you remember when? The football coach forgot to say Mr. Nicholson's name?
Come here.
Yo, we're just angry
That,
black father
that was
moment,
going crazy. That
Yo,
was going crazy right there. That whole
when they cover it
drink.
up, when they cover it
Right
up,
there. Whatever it was saying right there is going
LeBron went
crazy.
straight up to so LeBron James went straight up to Stephen A. Smith right after he handled business on the court. Went straight up to him, walked him down. Keep my son's name out your fucking mouth. Keep my son's name out your fucking mouth.
So is that
Now,
feel about it? Is that the take, Dylan?
No, I'm just reenacting how Stephen A.
on the low, Stephen A. the way he sat down when LeBron walked off, bro.
Yeah.
The way, but that's a big boy. That's a big boy, bro. Look, when they was arguing, Stephen A. looking up, and he's
6'8", 6'9", 6'10",
Yeah.
25.
LeBron did the walk off, bro, and Stephen A. He was
At work is crazy.
yo. What do we think? What do we think? Was LeBron right to do this?
It's definitely interesting, just because like it's one of them instances where like, I do think it could have been handled a little bit better on all parties, but I also am like, I'm not mad. I feel like I'm not mad at all parties for responding the way that they did. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad at LeBron checking bro about his son. I'm not mad at Stephen A doing what Stephen A do, which is be theatrical and make storylines out of what seemingly isn't necessarily a story, but he shows his brand is to be theatrical, is to make entertainment, is to say what he feeling and turn it up times 10. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I think he's in the realm. I think he's in the realm of doing what he's always done. It just doesn't feel super particularly well because it's like somebody's kid. But at the same time, Bronny's not just a kid though. He's a professional athlete. Like he a grown ass man in his own right. He almost 21. But yeah, he's also, like I said, he kind of signed up for this. So it's also like, as a professional athlete, you are subject to be criticized, but it's also like, ideally, you would like it to be done a little bit more tastefully than just saying like, look at your numbers. You the 55th pick, and you average less than a point, and you don't deserve to be in the league. And
Right.
like, damn, bro, I'm trying. Let me cook. Let me
Right. Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely interesting. Like I said, I kind of get to where I'm at with it. I kind of get all sides. I definitely think LeBron is in the right for wanting to defend his son. I think Stephen A is in the right for making content off of LeBron because that's what he's been doing. Uh, and I think it's okay for Bronny to like feel away.
No.
When I first watched it, I was like, yeah, man, fuck Stephen A. Smith, bro. Like, fuck Stephen A. Smith. You gonna be talking about my son? You gonna be talking about my son consistently? Fuck you. I'm gonna meet you where you at. Oh, you courtside? Bet. We're talking
Right
right here.
after the game. Right
Right.
after the
No,
game.
no, no, no. We're talking right the fuck
Yeah,
here.
right
We're
after
not
the
going to the
game.
back.
Yeah,
I want the
bro.
cameras to be there. So you got to talk about it. I want that. You know, like, you know, I feel like LeBron knows this. He knows what the fuck he's doing. But I go back and I listen to Stephen A. talk about the situation and talk about what his job is as a reporter. And I'm kind of reminded that he's not necessarily the one that sets what is talked about, right? Like, there are 4 shows, or there's like 2 or 3 shows that go on before first take that day. And what happens on ESPN, I don't know if anybody still watches ESPN, but what happens on ESPN is that they take what happens in the first segment, that get up segment, and then it just gets regurgitated throughout the entire freaking whatever show it is. Insert it, just in different takes and different add-ons, which is cool, but that's what happens. And so, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's Stephen A's job to talk about the things that are on the docket, and that was on the docket. Your son just so happened to be so much of a storyline that you're on the docket. He's going to get talked about, and his stats are out there for everyone to see. It is facts. It's not necessarily that he's going out there and making speculation or saying stuff before he gets into the league like other people were. It was what he's produced in the league. And he was really pointing at LeBron James and wondering why LeBron James pushed so much for his son to be in the league and on the Lakers without, not the G League or whatever else it was. And he was questioning all those things about LeBron pushing this initiative rather than as much Bronny doing bad, was what he was saying in defense of himself.
Yeah, Bronny don't say shit.
Right. So he's always, and then he goes on to say, Stephen A went on to say, how he and LeBron have never really gotten along or seen eye to eye. This isn't necessarily new, but they've been kind of high by and fine before. This was the first time it kind of reached a point where they talked about it. And so, I don't know. I think Stephen A has a job to do, and he's a journalist, and your son is a storyline. That's a big storyline, for better or for worse. And he's got to talk about it.
It is, I think, and the uncomfortable thing is like he's a storyline not because of like he's that
right,
good, but because
he's your son and he sucks. That's why he's the storyline.
He doesn't suck. Because he can bust your ass. He can bust, and not just your ass. He can bust a lot of people's ass.
But absolutely. In the context of the NBA, he is not a great player. I think we can all agree
he's
that.
He's the 55th pick, and I think that's what that's where like the naysayers are like, or I guess like the pushbackers on a little bit of like the Stephen A stuff is just like, just let him cook. Like he's doing what should be expected of like the 10th or 12th man in the league, and like. It's like the thing that made him like the fact that he's LeBron James' son is like seemingly like what made his pathway to the NBA, I guess, so easy, for lack of a better term. But it's also like why he's having such a hard time in the way he's covered is because he's LeBron James' son, and your path to the league was air quotes on easy, but some may say easier than others.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't know. I think it's like I said. I think it's just a weird. It's just definitely like a blurry line because, like, for most athletes, they typically say like, "You can talk about me, but leave my family out of it." But like in this case, like, your family is your teammate, like, and it's like, and to that point, it is. I do think LeBron does like, if we're taking him literally and like outside of the context of him being a father. So when he says like Bronny's not the worst person, like he's not the 155th player in the league, like, or that Bronny can be just as good as he can or as he is. You know what I'm saying? Like when you take those things literally, and it's just like, well, he's not. He'll never be 6'7". He's the 6'2".
Yeah, that's over with.
Don't you think that it doesn't do any favors for him when like his dad before he gets into the league is saying that he's better than half the people that are in the NBA already, and that he can, and then he gets to the NBA.
What father wouldn't say
and that's what I'm saying. If you take him literally, then yes. But it's also like to that, like, what is he supposed to say? Like,
what would you say about your son if he was a good job in the league? I'm gassing him up. Ain't no one touching my son. Nobody's touching my son in this draft. Like, we not fathers up here, but like I would assume that's what we would do. Like,
probably. I mean, yeah, probably. Absolutely.
There's always that father-coach dynamic, right? Like the father and the coach beefing about whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, or I'm sorry, not coach, but like, just like when you're talking about like your son, like when the father and the athlete, like you got to be careful, man. You mess with people's kids. That's a problem. Right. You mess with people's kids, like. But we've never seen like. I think that's also the territory we're going into. We've never seen the father be on the court with the athlete that you're talking about. We've never been in a situation where we're like, yo, this athlete is being critiqued. So he's playing like this, that, and the third, but his father is right next to him
Yeah.
as an athlete as well. Like normally the time, it's the father. If the father's tweeting to Stephen A, yo, stop talking about my kid. We don't
LeVar
know
Ball,
you. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know
yeah,
what you're
right.
doing over there. We don't care what you got to say over there. But it's an uncharted territory. And I think this is just kind of remnants of it, right? Like, I it's tough. It's tough because I mean you got a job to do, but so does LeBron as a father. And I think we got bigger things to really worry about, really. But it just shows like the natural dynamic. Like even though there's a confliction, like I think like BJ said, it was handled the right way. Like Stephen A. didn't go on the airways and just start blasting this dude on some like Charleston White type shit. Like he was just like, yo, this is what happened.
He was overly dramatic though.
I mean, sure.
But that's normal to Stephen A. So.
Yeah, I mean that's all right. That's okay.
I mean, so was confronting him courtside. That's
Fact.
overly dramatic.
Yeah.
Because this is my thing. This is my last take on it, and I'll leave it here. It's just like if you're LeBron, I understand where you're at as a father. That's a point that can't really be debated. I can't even. I don't know what it's like to be a father, but I imagine it would be, very hard for you to hear these things said about your son, especially while he's sitting right there and you can see how it impacts him. And so I get that. But if you want these things to end, I do not think you making it a more viral situation helps that happen. I think this is going to only add fuel to that fire. And that ESPN is only going to pump in that, Stephen A. and LeBron don't get along. And, why would they not? Why would they not feed into that? I know I watched Stephen A. in First Take in the first time in a fucking long time,
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I imagine other people are the same. And so it's like, I don't know if this is going to benefit LeBron's case for this. I think this is only adding probably more vitriol to the other side of the argument. And it's just, I don't know. It is going. I'm weird. It's a weird situation, and I'm interested to see how it plays out.
Yeah, for sure. Well, all right, we'll keep it pushing. We're kind of sick in the sports world a little bit. We're gonna switch from personal beef in basketball to NFL free agency. A lot of things have been kind of going on. We have a big list.
Shout out to the Bears, man.
Okay. I was going to say, what do we want? Okay, go ahead. There you go.
Shout out to the Bears, man.
What the Bears do? I don't even know what the Bears did.
Tell them about it.
What y'all did.
About free agency. Shouts out to the Bears, man. That's all I got to say, man.
Did y'all even do anything?
Did we do anything? Did we do it? Nigga, we won free agency. What are we talking about?
What y'all do? I don't know what y'all did.
We done remade our offensive line. We got the best center. We got the best center this free agency. We got the best coach in this coach.
You're boring me. You're boring the audience right now.
Nick, nigga, because the Bears are coming. King of the North, God damn it. What you talking about? Ben Johnson, you hear me? Good center. You know what I mean? Good right guard, good left guard. We may draft. We got the 10th pick. We could draft whoever we want.
Hey, Detroit knows Ben Johnson. Detroit knows Ben Johnson real well.
We can do whatever. I don't know what y'all got going on. I don't know what we addressing all our team needs, baby.
I don't think the Dolphins have done anything. I ain't gonna lie.
Don't worry. The Browns got Kenny Pickett, guys. We're good. We're fucking good. We're good.
Well, one of the biggest stories that come out was Myles Garrett staying over there.
And shouts out Myles Garrett for getting paid.
Crazy contract.
So yeah, I'm very happy about it. But
it's
at the same
Jim
time,
Brown and Myles Garrett. That's all y'all
where the fuck are we getting this money from? I need to know.
What's the contract? Do we have the numbers of the contract?
It's 5 years.
140 guaranteed, baby.
Yeah, guaranteed. I'm like, where the fuck are we getting all this?
Miles had to take that. He had to take that.
What is our team? Why are we the team that's just like, yeah, we guarantee you. We'll give you every fucking dollar. Just
Myles Garrett's like that, though. Myles Garrett's like that.
I 1,000% agree. We cannot let that talent walk out the door. I got it. I'm
So
very happy about
a hundred what, BJ? How much?
Here's my two things.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Bro, here's my two things, bro.
You got it. You got it, brother.
When he started talking about this shit, you know how adamant he was that there was nothing that could be done besides getting him the fuck out of there? You know how much he went on every fucking show and said that? And he went everywhere and did
Do it, BJ. Do it, BJ.
For the guarantee.
Bro, that's...
I'm just saying, if you want to be the highest paid player outside of a quarterback, because that's what
Hey,
happened.
man.
He is that now. If you want that to happen, just
Well, he also didn't want to. He also didn't want to leave.
I'm just saying, he makes all this drama. Yeah, but then why did he? Why stay?
Okay.
You could get that bag. He could get that bag other places. That's the thing. That's the thing.
You said
he can get that bag elsewhere.
He's getting 140 guaranteed in other places.
Fuck yeah.
Where?
Yes. Anywhere that wants to fucking win a Super Bowl tomorrow.
They don't have 140. I'm going to tell you, that team right now, the Kansas City Chiefs don't have 140 guaranteed.
The fucking Browns don't either. I don't know where it's coming from.
Y'all clearly do. Clearly y'all do.
I don't know where the fuck it's coming from, bro. It makes my head hurt. I'm so done with this team.
What? You'd rather him leave?
I'm
confused. What would you rather them have? Like, what would you rather have? I'm so confused.
Honestly, I think I would have rather him leave.
Wow.
I really do. I think I would have rather us get some fucking picks and rebuild, because that's what the fuck we need. Defensive end is not winning us anything. We need a fucking quarterback and X, Y, and Z.
We don't even value greatness on the field. We're terrible.
No, he's the best defensive end in the game.
Pay him like it. So pay him like it.
I agree, but maybe that's not what we do on the Browns, because we haven't fucking won a playoff game without Joe Flacco in years, bro. I can't do that. Can't do that anymore.
It's 123. It's 123 million guaranteed.
And I also feel bad for fucking Myles Garrett, bro. He's just wasted away. I
don't feel bad for a nigga making 100 million guaranteed in the NFL, nigga. What?
He not lying.
He don't feel bad. He don't feel bad.
I'm so confused. So you want him to leave? I feel like if he left, you would have the same red face you have right now.
Like, I hate the Browns. There's no good situation about this. But all I'm saying is that
you kept him. That's a great situation. You kept him.
Did Myles Garrett tell us that you want the money in the first place? And
you don't want Cam
Ward all over like the city of Cleveland. Just like nobody wants to come to Cleveland now. Myles Garrett's come out and said, this place fucking sucks. I don't want to be here. We can't win here. You think any other free agent hears that and thinks this guy that's been there for multiple years is like, yeah, I'll go there?
Yeah, because they paying niggas over there. If I'm a free agent and I'm looking at this Myles Garrett situation, I'm looking at it like this.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
And the NBA, niggas don't just, when motherfuckers ask to get traded, the NFL decide what you gonna get traded, if you gonna get traded. It ain't like in the NBA. I mean, niggas move heaven and earth for Kevin Durant. Motherfuckers is just cut. Peyton Manning got cut. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers just got cut. Devontae Adams just got cut. Khalil Mack just got cut. Like, niggas get cut. Like, they will, or they're or shit. We got an all-pro right guard for a 4th round pick.
Yeah.
Who just who just played in the Super Bowl and won a Super Bowl like the year before. Like, he was pretty good at his position.
Like, but if we're guaranteeing 140 million to him, we're guaranteeing however much to fucking Deshaun. How much else do we have to give to anybody else? Because it's not much. That's all I'm saying.
He got quarterback money. That's all.
Yeah, it's. There is no good situation that can come out of anything that the Browns do.
You're
probably the next 3 years.
You don't want to draft. What if they draft? You don't want to draft Kevin Ward or Shador. Get you a cheap quarterback, and now you're back in business.
Back in business, bro. We're not back in business though.
If you got Myles Garrett,
God, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. There's no back in business for the. There's no back in business. The lights are off. Shut them off. I think we need to fucking move the damn franchise. I'm done with them,
There's
bro.
more free agent signings, guys. There's more free agents.
Man.
All right, yeah, move on. Sorry,
Shouts out
I'll
to
go
the
on.
Josh Allen signed a crazy contract, $250 million guaranteed. Well deserved, right?
MVP year. You know what I'm saying?
Well deserved.
He didn't led them to a couple different conference titles.
Put the team on his back. Pissed the Dolphins off. I'll tell you that. That was supposed to be our spot. He didn't took that by himself, by his lonesome. Devontae Adams with the Rams.
That was crazy.
Crazy,
Devontae Adams getting cut was crazy. I know.
That's insane.
Wow, that's where we're at now.
I mean, he was only there because of Aaron Rodgers, right?
I mean, just the fact that he was in that situation though is just wild. Like, bro, he was
just on a 1-year deal, wasn't it?
Yeah,
he was just finishing out. Yeah, he was just he had the contract he had just signed.
Yeah,
excuse me. All of his guaranteed money was up. So, yeah, I think the Raiders. I think they paid the rest of that money, and the Jets. I think they probably got like a $8 million cap hit, but it wasn't.
Yeah, they going in a whole different. They don't care. They do.
Yeah, that wide receiver is about to be crazy. I mean, Cooper's going to be your wide receiver 3. Like, damn.
Yeah, he cut.
Cool. I think he got cut. Yeah, he got cut. Yeah, he got cut. He got cut. Yeah, he's out of there.
He got cut a minute ago.
He's out of there. Damn. You know. Then we got Geno Smith to the Raiders.
Hey, man. I mean,
I didn't like that. I think he could have had a little more time in Seattle. He was doing his thing. They was at least somewhat relevant.
But he had his best year with Pete Carroll though, so I ain't mad at it. Obviously,
I forgot Pete Carroll was over there. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, obviously they saw something in him. They
got a connection. Yeah,
it's been like secret rumblings. I think like the past 2 seasons, like because it was like remember like they was going back and forth if they was even going to pay Geno. That before he signed his little extension. So I mean, yeah, he get back with the coach that kind of helped him revive his career. I think I've been hearing because I think Geno, they got like a QBR stat with ESPN, and it's like a catch-all. It's not like the one that's like 100 and like based off 120. It's like a more arbitrary metric, but it's a decent. But for what it's worth, he was ranked the 13th best quarterback in the league, and the 12th best was Matthew Stafford. So he's at best, you know what I'm saying, or at worst, you know what I'm saying, he's Matthew Stafford, or at least on the same tier as him. So I mean,
he got a chip. I mean,
they want
Stafford good enough.
Right. And if they still end up, if they still draft a quarterback, you know, you can potentially have you an Alex Smith situation where you can draft a young quarterback, get him time to watch and learn under a veteran.
That's not a bad point.
Yep. Okay, then Sam Darnold goes to Seattle, takes his spot. Dill, what you think?
I thought he was with the Colts.
The Colts was Daniel Jones.
Yeah, no.
Daniel Jones went to the Colts.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold went to Seattle, take Geno's spot.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think they're in a rebuild. They also just shipped off DK, you know, so I'm just really happy to see that that Sam Darnold got a contract somewhere. I think a lot of people I didn't like how fickle people were with him towards the end of the year. You know, like they were talking all that shit. Well, bro, he puts on for them. He went fucking crazy the first half of the year, and then you know he shits the bed towards the end. But you know he put together a good portion of the year. I think he's a decent quarterback, and I think if you're in a rebuild, bro, you might as well get a Sam Darnold in there. I mean, he's fucking, you know. So
14 wins ain't nothing to sleep on, man. Like 14
wins ain't nothing to sleep on. Fuck the Vikings. Taking all Christmas.
What about Justin Fields? BJ?
Hey man, that's what I'm talking about.
Justin Fields. Yeah.
$30 million guaranteed, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Man.
About time. He deserves something. He deserves some sort of stability.
Like they still have
for real.
terrible offensive line, so he's still gonna kind of be running for his life a little bit. But he got some weapons over there he can work with.
Yeah, new coach, just a whole new everything over there.
Situation, you know what I'm saying? It's looking like they is going into it where he's going to be the starter. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, I mean, he played well with the Steelers, so hopefully he can kind of continue that momentum, man. I'm always gonna be a fan for Justin Fields. I'm rooting for you, baby.
Yeah.
Go crazy.
I think this team, the Washington Commanders, did good with Laramie Tunsil, all-star lineman, and then Debo Samuel, the receiver from San Francisco. You know, kind of like a power back receiver slot type of guy. You know what I mean? I thought that was really good to get. What's that quarterback's name? Jaden Daniels.
Not McDaniels.
Yeah, him. He, getting him them weapons of his protection. I think that's really, really a good sign. Sorry for my mama's Eagles. You know, they got some things to worry about next season for sure.
Hey,
they got a young team, man. They got some years ahead of them for sure.
Yeah. And then Joey Bosa gets released, which is kind of weird.
Money,
like we just said,
Bosa. Like I said, bro. Once that guarantee,
what you mean? That's Ohio State. That's Ohio State. What you mean?
Yeah, that's also fucking Trump's biggest fucking ally. Fuck those motherfuckers.
But at least,
all right.
At least he's. I won't say at least, but I respect that he's not wearing hats and shit.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that.
It's at least if you're gonna be a Trumpy, be it in silence. God damn it! Like if we're gonna have to see you, do it in silence. Have some respect. Be a closeted Trumpy, like all like the rest of the like the rest of the folks that don't want
yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
Nick
and while we here, bro,
fuck nigga.
I guess while we here, I guess while we here, man, I've been saying this is not on the list, guys. So I'm about to just go off real quick. I'm so sick of seeing this Derek Chauvin pardon bullshit that I'm seeing out here, bro. Like I really need us just as a society to figure out what we really want to put our energy towards. Because it's I didn't want to talk about this. You bringing up Trump and all this other, they're all telling Trump to, because I guess some pardons have been happening with releasing folks from prison. They want to release Derek Chauvin, the officer who murdered George Floyd.
We'll put names towards it. Ben Shapiro, that little fucking twerp, is the one out here pushing.
Elon Musk is another one. It's just just like, why is this a conversation? Why are we putting our energy into this type of shit? You know what I mean? And it's super disheartening, and it just goes to show that you just say you don't want us here. Just say we hate black people and we want to murder you. What are we doing all this extra shit for?
It's the division of it. It's the division of it, because they can sit there and do a bunch of fucking wide-ranging, sweeping fucking cuts of every fucking thing that you can think of that does anything beneficial to the everyday consumer, and then they can fucking sit there and make us talk about some stupid shit like Derek Chauvin fucking getting out of prison. Like that should ever fucking be a thing. And then some dumbasses that do nothing but fucking regurgitate the word of fucking these dumbasses will come out there and fucking spread that word, and that'll be what we focus on, is because they make it a thing that's just something that these racist people think that they can do, and it's crazy. I don't mean to tangent here real quick, but I work in an industry where I deal with a bunch of racist motherfuckers all the fucking time, and they fucking try and tiptoe around and try and say some weird shit to me, try and see if I'm okay with it and shit. And it's the fucking weirdest shit, bro. I fucking hate it. I hate the way it's just like, and I had previously been of the ilk where, Brian, you kind of, these smooth soapboxes help me, because I think I need to hear it, man. I think it's important that we do talk about this stuff, and that it is something that you bring to the attention, and that you do put a foot down and say, no, this shit isn't okay. And no, it's fucking stupid as fuck. And this is the person that said it. I think that's really important. I hate it, bro. I fucking hate it. And I don't like to even go on my feed and see anything political, but it's like, you can't get away from it, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy right now what's going on out there, man. And we try to stay away from all that kind of stuff, but I don't know. that just got brought up, and like that's just kind of been triggering me lately, and just it's just very disappointing that we even put our energy towards this type of bullshit. And I think we really need to figure out what we care about and what we're trying to execute as a society. Because if it's just killing black folks, then let's get to it. Because this shit is crazy. All this tiptoeing around and like it's over. Like you could put your knee on a nigga's neck for 9 minutes and then get pardoned from federal prison. Get recorded murdering a man for 9 minutes and then get pardoned. It's just like I don't even understand. I don't even know where to be mad at. I don't even know where to start to look to start getting frustrated at that type of shit. So we just got to be better. And sorry I brought it up, but that was just
Nah, I mean,
damn.
that's what I mean. It's real life,
That's
bro. They are real life trying to rewrite history and like right in front of us. Like,
yeah, and it's like, yo, Elon Musk, what are you talking about, bro? Step back, bro. I thought you was in the tech world, bro. Do that tech shit, bro. Damn. Keep these cars running, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep the internet afloat, bro. That was your role. That's what you would do. That. Why are you getting in the mix of officers being freed from jail and shit? Doing Hitler sign, doing all this shit, bro. You're supposed to be the computer geek, bro. Stay over there, bro. Do that computer shit. Keep this Apple Mac afloat, my boy.
that's really the problem though. Is he too
That boy
much?
dangerous.
Yeah, he too much online, and the internet can be a dangerous place, bro. It's a lot of red pill, like that alpha man bullshit content in like every industry, but it's just like it's rampant on the internet, especially like towards like young men, like that 18 to 35 demographic. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro, it's super easy to to become radicalized by a lot of this bullshit, and that's what like is kind of scary about all of this, because like Donald Trump and Elon Musk are like very much on the internet, and like it's getting to a point where like our culture wars are being reflected in like our policies, and like we're moving closer to a theocracy where like it's just weird, bro. Like I think love thy neighbor is an okay, like it's a cool like moral compass, but I don't want like policy. I don't want that to be a law. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's weird, bro. I'm it's yeah. But but to your point though, I don't know how much traction this Derek Chauvin shit is really like having in real time, but
Enough for a lot of people to see it and talk about it
yeah, it's
and
disheartening
support it.
that,
Well,
that
I'd also mention
much of a
too.
talking point.
It's odd timing that this is getting brought up as recent as it is when Elon Musk has been getting so much speculation for not doing a great job in his Doge department, and the numbers are showing that. And facts like things that aren't fucking disputable are showing that. It's not. I don't know. I
You
don't
think
think
it's
it's
a
a
distraction?
coincidence. Yeah, dude.
Think
I
it's a
think all of this
distraction?
stuff always is, and it's terrible. It's fucking terrible because what it does is it reveals a platform for these racists to come out and say something. And that's where it becomes a problem because we deal
Harmful.
with those people every fucking day,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know it's just like it's they can say these things and they can go to their fucking 5-star restaurant up in their penthouse and never fucking see a black person in their life that they fucking chose to, probably,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's disgusting, man. I fucking hate it. But I don't think we should apologize for talking about it, man. Especially as fucking as vocal as they are, fuck them.
That
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, God bless us all. Happy International Women's Day. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. God damn, it's crazy out here. Rest in peace, George Floyd.
Rest in
Last thing, I'm
Uh,
sorry, I wanted to touch on something NFL real quick.
oh
One
yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah,
We kind of skipped over this a
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah,
bit.
yeah. Get it out. Go ahead.
Bro,
We moving on.
DK Metcalf to the Steelers is huge. I think that's huge.
who's
I
the
think that's a
quarterback?
big deal. Yo, I don't care. Put a quarterback into there. He's
Shit,
throwing to
I'll
fucking
play for
George
free.
Pickens
Yeah,
and
yeah,
DK
I'll play for
Metcalf,
free.
bro.
If I got DK Metcalf, I'll throw for free to that
And George
motherfucker.
Pickens and Pat Fryermuth.
They
And
do
they
the
got a
same
good wide
shit.
receiver 3. And they got a good, little running back tandem.
Najee
I
Harris ain't there. They don't even have a tandem no more.
shit. They will. They
Wait,
fucking
why are you
will.
more excited about the Steelers and the Browns?
I'm not excited about it. I'm
You
fucking
definitely
sad,
were.
bro. I'm sad.
In the
I'm
same
gonna have to
division.
face them fucking twice a year.
Okay. Anyway, bro. Anyway,
Like I said,
Whatever.
I mean,
DK to the
it's
Steelers is fire.
who's the
but
quarterback?
you're more excited about the Steelers than you is about the Browns.
I'm not.
Who's the
What
quarterback?
is there to be excited about the Browns? We have
Y'all
Miles Garrett
just
coming back. Cool. He was there last year.
why you
You
say
know what
it
we
like
fucking
that,
did?
bro?
You know what we did last year? You want to look at that record and talk about it? Because we
You're
had
not
Miles Garrett all fucking year,
you're
and
not
that didn't
excited
help
about
us for shit.
you're not excited about having a second overall pick. You got a chance to really
I
better your team. You don't seem
I am, but we are historically a franchise that's going. If we take a quarterback and ruin his fucking life, I'm not gonna be okay with that. I'm
I
not
mean,
gonna be okay with that because I like some of these quarterbacks. I would love Cam Ward. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would like to see a Cam Ward, but I don't think. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I just hate the Browns,
when,
bro.
I definitely don't believe in Cam Ward or Shador. I'm gonna be honest. They don't seem like
damn.
I don't. But I mean, I don't know football. How
I
about y'all?
mean, I think they both can be decent. You know what I'm saying? I think Cam Ward
Are they
definitely.
both gonna save the Cleveland Browns from football purgatory? That's
Cam,
I think I think
Cam.
I think that they. I mean, I don't think. I think I think the window for a lot of these teams are a lot shorter than they actually think, which is like kind of the appeal of football, which is like for somebody that whose team has not been historically the best the last 10 years gives me faith to like be a fan and be like enthusiastic season to season because literally season to season things can change. Like you can be ass the year before and like just like that you can go crazy and win
mm-hmm.
14
I mean, look at the
games.
Vikings.
You feel
Yeah,
me?
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so like to you and to that point, like outside of the quarterback, like the Browns aren't ass. Like there are good players still on, like even on the team right now. Like
I hate these
you have a
guys. We don't have to talk more Browns. I don't think anybody that's going to be listening to the podcast at our end gives a fuck about the Browns. I can tell you right now.
Okay.
shout out to the Bears, man. I don't know what the fuck he talking about, man. My team is hard. We going into I got faith into moving into next year.
Well, what were you going to say? You,
What?
you said we going into the what?
We going. I said we going into next year with faith. God
Okay,
damn it.
okay. I thought you were saying we're going to the the championship or something. I was like,
Shit, we got a better
what?
chance of the Browns. We
Well, anyways, guys.
Man,
we got a quarterback.
We're not about to get into it. The Dolphins haven't won since 2000 in the playoffs. Anyways, new music, gentlemen. I don't really care about anything that's about to drop. I think the biggest story, new music wise, is Doechii's Anxiety track that came out. Um, I think that's something that we all really care about. We all are big TDE Doechiii fans. The song Anxiety was like a 2019 2020 like TikTok she did in her room when she was like a jit or some shit to the somebody I used to know by I don't know how to say it, like Goats or something like that. Y'all know that song. So somebody that I used to know. Anyway, she did a little TikTok on that song, and I guess it started to resurface, right? And people were dying and itching for it. And she even did a feature on another song which sampled the same beat. That numbers went up because people were kind of clamoring for it. And then she finally released it on all platforms. This to me is super, super, super dope because it just shows how art continues to live and grows with you. You know, it's always okay to just make dope shit. And if people aren't really tapped in, just keep going and keep growing because people will always kind of go back and find it, man. And people were itching for it, clamoring for it. And I really think this is just a dope story and a dope way for a single to come out, you know. And this is fresh off of her Grammy win. I'm seeing her everywhere performing. She's got her booty out, you know what I'm saying, doing her thing, looking amazing. And this is just an easy, quick way to get a bag from your old work. And I think this is amazing and super dope. And shout out to the fans. And this is a message to the fans. If you want some, ask for it, man. Like it worked. You put that pressure on these artists, man, it'll work. So Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got to say about it. Y'all, did either of y'all listen to it? Do we like it? Do we care about it?
Yeah, I mean, I saw like the little clips of it on TikTok. Yeah, bro. I think it's just a testament to, like you said, she's having a crazy run right now. Uh, and yeah, I love the angle that you took with it, just like in the perspective of just continuing to build a body of work. And even if it doesn't catch fire now, I mean, we see that all the time, especially with TikTok, of
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
songs being released and then just kind of randomly going viral. And even if it was a couple years old, now you've given
Hell,
a new artist momentum. Like,
and sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Just to add on, like even like songs from like the '90s and '80s, like
you know what I'm saying?
bangers from back in the day that kind of lost that traction. Those are kind of being brought back as
Yeah.
well.
So yeah, and she's done a great job. And just yeah, just to kind of piggyback off that, like she's done a great job at utilizing all the momentum she's had, whether that be from the Grammys, from that be from touring. She's parlaying all of that and had a huge last year, had a huge fourth quarter, and has only done that in every quarter since. So
Yep.
yeah, shouts out to Doechiii, man. Did
Yep.
y'all see? Did y'all see the? And then she also does. She just had Lauren Hill just like brought her out. Um,
She found Lauren Hill. Where was she
no,
at?
Lauren Hill,
Oh yeah,
bro. Lauren Hill found her. Like
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Lauren Hill
She
brought.
had
You
one of
don't
her
find Lauren
verses.
Hill. Lauren Hill finds you. This is
Feel
true.
me?
This
Like
is
I'm
true.
pretty sure. I could be wrong. So excuse me, but I'm pretty sure that the little headline that I saw was Lauren Hill brings out Doechiii uh, for a
That's
special
amazing.
special performance.
Dochi's so young too,
Bro, it's
bro.
crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But again, continue to, like it's just a testament to like continuing to make dope shit, continuing to be yourself, and you never know who's watching. You never know who your tribe may be or how your art may inspire or impact somebody as big as Lauren Hill or somebody just trying to start their podcast out like us. You know what I mean? Like so yeah. Shouts out to Doechiii.
Yeah, shout out to Doechiii. I don't have a ton to add to it. I mean, um, the single was dope. I think it's a testament just to her her ability to switch up her her style and her flow and stuff is something I really like. For Doechiii, I think she's got a pretty deep bag, and so I don't think there's a lot of artists that can hop on that beat and make it sound as good as she did. So
In her
um,
bedroom.
right, yeah, yeah, and she also helped Sleepy Hollow get up. I think he's fucking somewhere on the Billboard charts
Is
right
that who
now.
it was? Sleepy Hollow. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah,
like
that's
number
what it was.
52 on
I can't
Billboard
he's
charts
a
or
Trump.
something like. Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Hey, what the fuck, bro?
But I
What?
mean, it's more of like
Bro,
it's probably it's. I'm sure he got like
what?
it was transactional. I'm pretty. I think Trump pardoned him.
Dude,
We were talking about
whatever,
pardons.
bro.
I think he pardoned him, but yeah, he was one of them blacks that was.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
but shout out Doechiii.
Yep. I mean, nothing else really came out that we care. I mean, Tory Lanez dropped his new album
Oh,
from jail.
and that nigga's
Peterson,
ass.
it's the second album to the Daystar album, Daystar Peterson. It's a whole thing. It wasn't released on Tidal, which is interesting. I couldn't find it on Tidal. Rock Nation's or Jay Z's streaming service. He had some words to say about Rock Nation on the album. I never liked Tory Lanez to begin with. I'm sure it's good music. I never really
It's not
cared
good
about it.
music.
And Playboy Carti said his album's done. Like I remember a day when I would, that would have been the headlining. You know what I'm saying? We would have came out with a Playboy Carti song if this was 2015. If this was 2015, we were playing Cardi
Bro,
shit.
did y'all see what the name of it is
Yeah,
though?
bro, that was a long.
I Am Music, right? Ain't that what it's?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, I wish I cared. I don't anymore. Kids out there who admire these artists, the songs get old, the artist gets old, you get old. It will die.
Yeah,
This shit does not age
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
Cardi has
Got a lot of
changed his.
kids. He's got a lot of people trying to be him. He's got a
We
lot.
were kids too, you know what I mean? We was trying to be him too, and like we were betrayed.
Yeah.
You were betrayed, and you vampire ones, you vampire niggas, it's gonna happen. Like This is part of the game now. I'm wise from pain and experience. Like I remember when I really can't find any shits to care about when this new album comes. Like I don't understand it. Like when I hear his music, I laugh. I walked into the smoke shop the other day, get some incense, and I've never heard this Carti song in my life. It was some of the worst shit I've ever heard. I was like, I just laughed. Like, this is awful, and I don't know what happened.
I went to a Playboi Carti concert probably like 3 or 4 years ago now, with my buddy JC and Arrow down in Orlando. And it's hot. It's hot and humid. It's doing Florida things, right? And so we're down in this place. I never looked up a Playboi Carti concert before I went. Never knew what to expect.
Different.
I get out there, bro. I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die. Some of these people were so just demonic, bro. It's just running around making the craziest mosh pits. People getting carried out on stretchers for no reason. Playboi Carti came out and he just straight up screamed, just as loud as he could, for no reason, bro. Back it up, man. Yo, zoom in on my face, bro. They need to see. Look, that is a real reaction. Here, I'm gonna make it for you right now.
Look, you having a blast, dude.
Look at that shit, bro.
You having a blast, bro.
Crazy. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, man. I wish I cared, dude. I do.
Yeah.
But hey, shout out to Playboi Carti. I guess just get ready for the vamps. King Vamp. King Vamp up in here.
The Vamps.
You can't get it thing.
Do y'all have any new music or anything y'all want to get into? Anything that caught y'all eye or anything? I didn't.
Nah.
So. No. All right. Okay. Cool. Hey, slow music week. It's all good. Just keep bumping that.
For y'all though, real quick. Yeah. Because this has kind of been circulating around, but in terms of discography, Freddie Gibbs or J. Cole, who do you think has a better discography?
Wow. I mean,
wait, Freddie Gibbs or J. Cole?
Yeah.
J. Cole.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, I listen to more Freddie, but I mean, dude, like we talking about like I mean, dude, J. Cole, bro, I love Freddie Gibbs. I do. But J. Cole is really just he's just on a different level.
So BJ brings this up because you like Freddie Gibbs more, don't you?
Nah, I like J. Cole.
Oh, okay.
I listen to more Gibbs. I really do.
Conversation.
But I feel like if you say Freddie Gibbs has a better you really not understanding like the scope of what J. Cole has really done for the past 15, 20 years.
Yes and no. I mean, if someone were to tell me that, I just think that that's a type that I can tell. Like I can tell a little bit more about you.
Yeah,
that pick than I would about like someone telling me that versus J. Cole.
Like sure, what you like.
Freddie, that's a particular type of person. Like you like a you have a very niche palette that to you.
And I get it. I listen to more Gibbs. I've listened to Gibbs way more than Cole, but. I mean, dude, I can't disrespect Jermaine, dude. Like, Freddie Gibbs don't have a middle child, bro. Like,
he
doesn't have a middle child.
Got hits, and his people like his pen is nice, bro. Like
Freddie Gibbs don't have a fire squad. He don't have no role models, bro. He don't have a ATM, bro. He don't have
a lot, like because the features is just as dope as his shit.
Not for sure. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Like it's just a different skills is the same, but it's just different. Like it's just a different strategy.
Skills are not the same. I love y'all.
Freddie, I think just rapping.
Freddie can rap his ass off. Bro.
I agree with you.
Freddie can go for 10 minutes, bro.
He can.
That's
rap.
Cool.
I think Freddie can rap with anybody.
Stop, bro. J. Cole's one of the best lyricists that we've ever seen.
Complete artist. It's not even it's not a question.
Okay.
I don't think it really is a question. I really don't. I think it's just more that it's just not. I think It's more about, it's not just you got to look past just the skill levels with things. I feel like
It's crazy, bro. The
J. Cole
disrespect
has a
on J.
blog,
Cole is
like,
wild.
literally right now.
Huh?
Like J. Cole has a blog like right now that he's like posting and interacting with his fans with, like in 2025. Like that's crazy.
And Gibbs is dissing him.
Yeah,
It's a weird. That's a weird one. That's a weird one. Shout out Freddie Gibbs though. He's definitely one of our favorite rappers. Like he spits,
Oh,
and
for sure, for
we
sure.
need
No
that.
disrespect either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need that. All right, I guess we'll wrap it up then. Everyone, we do have to. Last week we had our new segment, the exchange segment.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
The
wrap up the
exchange.
show. We're gonna wrap up the show with exchange. So for those of you who didn't get to see last week, we all had to pick an album for one of our co-hosts. So I chose for Dylan. Dylan chose for BJ. BJ chose for me. We all had to listen to the album, review it. I'm sorry, listen to the album, live with it, come back here, and now we're all going to review it. Who wants to go first? I think I'm gonna go first. Sorry, producing in real time, everybody.
Right,
Producing in real
right,
time.
right.
So my album was given to me from the smooth one himself, Brian Jones, and it was an album called Motown State of Mind by Lord Finesse. Now, this album for me, I thought it was dope that BJ picked it because I know BJ been doing his DJ and shit. And I've been interested in it. I haven't gotten to ask, bro. I'm not a good friend. I haven't really talked to him outside of podcast stuff. I've been interested in like seeing what he's been doing with the DJ stuff. This kind of really helped me bring me into his world. I'm like, I could just see him just trying to, you know what I'm saying, figure it out with this right here. And I know you had brought that up, how you use it for like a DJ play set. So I thought this was like, it's just one of those like instrumental smooth vibes. I think it also kind of is like a historical piece because it just kind of goes into the history of Motown in its own modern day flavor. Nowadays, lo-fi hip hop is kind of like the modern day jazz. The same reaction people would get from jazz and blues back in the day. A lot of people are getting that same reaction with this like lo-fi, like jazzy with the hi-hat beats or whatever. So this right here is a great mix of that, but a mix of like, I don't even know how to say it, like I want to say like realism or like natural elements because it's Motown classics. These are like Motown classics that like we all know and love, you know what I'm saying? So I even trying to put some of the pieces together, and they got it for everybody. They have Eddie Kendrick, Sister Love, the Jacksons, Marvin Gaye was in there, the bars was in there. It was all just the classics mixed with that like just soulful hip hop shit, and that lo-fi energy. So short listen, 7 songs, great for a drive, great to study to, great to just learn a little bit more about the oldies, because it has the names and attributes to them. Even the songs are on their YouTube page. So I'm looking at like the Eddie Kendrick's YouTube page, and it has a song on there. You know what I mean? So, great for a Sunday morning drive, run, kicking it. Play it in the background while on the grill or something. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate you, BJ. Soothe the soul a little bit. Lord Finesse, Motown State of Mind. Motown State of Mind.
Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. Dope. Listen, shout out Lord Finesse too. Legendary producer. We talked about him last time. DITC crew. You know what I'm saying? Shout him out. So, yeah. Oh, so
Beautiful.
all right, BJ, go ahead, man.
All
Go ahead, man.
right. I'm happy
What's
you
your-
enjoyed it, bro. I'm happy.
Yeah, it was fire. It was fire. It was.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, like you said, that's definitely a joint that I like the smooth little placeholder in a lot of my mixes. So yeah, cool little vibe. And a lot of the elements that you felt about that album are similar to how I felt about the album that I was recommended. It was Dylan's pick, "Learn to Swim" by. I apologize if I say your name wrong, brother. Ridaville, how you say
Red Veil.
Red?
Red Veil.
Thank you, appreciate you. Smooth vibe though. Very easy listen. Very like livable or live withable for sure. 12 songs, 36 minutes. Not like an overbearing project at all. Um, Honestly, to me, it reminded me in certain songs of like early Vic, like off the internet tape. Definitely gave me that Care for Me Saba album vibe. Like it had a lot of that. It had a lot of that introspection.
Okay. Now you turning me. Okay, all
Like
right.
that definitely had a lot of like jazzy undertones. A lot of huge use of horns, which I'm a big fan of always. Um, yeah, like like I said, or similar to what you said, it had a very like lo-fi hip hop jazz undertone. Like I said, it was something that like you could play in the shower, or you could roll up to and really like vibe out, focus and listen. And like I said, there's some good introspection, not heavy features. So it's a lot of him, a lot of his perspective. Um, yeah, man, I enjoyed it. It was a very cool, like I said, very easy listen. I spun it a couple of times throughout the week. So yeah, I appreciate you putting me on, and
Yeah, man.
I really enjoyed the project.
That's
That's
awesome,
dope.
man. I'm happy you guys listened to it and liked it. I think for him, that project it's a really good like intro to him as an artist. And he's young, like we talked about the last time, and so I think this was something that it's it's not often you find an artist this young that on their second album is doing stuff like that. So I'm excited for what's to come for him. So I'm happy you liked it, bro. For sure.
So
For sure.
And the album review of the year.
Okay, so
It's time.
I did this for the people. I want y'all to know, because the people had to know what was going on with this album. I'm sure everybody has seen this album everywhere. You can't miss it. I mean, if you are in relationship with any female, I guarantee you that they know what the fuck this album is. Like, it's crazy the impact it's had. And it's also crazy the impact that it's had, like, below my level of consciousness. I've just not been at all on the wavelength of it. I listened to the album for the first time, and it was just respectfully just not my bag. Just nowhere close to my bag. Nowhere close to it. So Sanaya, big fuck you for that.
That's
But
crazy. What you mean?
bro, this
It's
was
Grammy nominated. Grammy winning. What you mean?
what's wrong with you? What's wrong? You recommended me an electronic album. I've never played an electronic song in my life. I don't think.
you don't like Tronada?
I mean, okay,
Nah,
I
nah. This is a
guess.
different level from K Tronada, BJ. This is a different level of electronic.
No, bro.
Right, Dylan? Can you elaborate more on that, please?
If I almost want to pull you up some fucking lyrics, bro.
Hey, go ahead. If you got it in you.
No, dude.
If you build like that.
No, dude. She said something in this song. I think it's like 365. She said something like, I'm so Julia. What the fuck does that mean? Like, am I old? Are we old? Does anybody else know what the fuck that means? It's like a major part of the song. I was listening to it and I'm like, I refuse to look this up.
I don't want to look this up.
I'm not looking it up.
You don't want to be Julia?
No, I don't. No, I don't, Brian. Bro, fuck y'all. Fuck both of y'all, bro.
Did you even, Charlie? Did you even say the name of the album? Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
The album was Brat, is what I got to listen to, and so I did my due diligence, and I tried to do some research on her a little bit too behind it. The thing that's really interesting about Charlie XCX is that she had a very long career before this.
Yes. Yeah, she's been on for a while.
She hadn't had much success prior to. I mean,
then she had a
larger success than a lot of other people, right?
Then she had a boom, clap the sound of my heart.
Yeah, but these are singles, right? She never had an album that won her Grammys, right?
Yeah.
And so nobody really knew. I mean, a lot of people kind of knew of her, didn't really know a ton of songs, and so this album really put her on the fucking map. And if you listen to her ever talk about it and stuff, she really talks about how she's trying to do a whole rebrand and everything. And I think it's a good album for the genre, I'm sure. I've seen people with tattoos of the fucking album and everything. It's
Yeah,
huge. I don't,
it's a cult following for sure.
you know, a lot. My girlfriend's sisters went to the concert. They drove up from Cincinnati to come see it and stuff. You know, so she's got an impact for sure. But she's, you know, for example, she won these past few years from this album. She's won 5 Brit Awards, which are the equivalent to our Grammys there, and has won 3 Grammy Awards for this album. And it's just like, this is a very,
so respect the game, bro.
Yeah, this is an artist that has 3 Grammys. You know, like that's nothing to be slept on. But the album itself is just not something I will ever play again. I deleted it from my library as soon as I got through it, and could form a sentence about it without being disrespectful. So yeah, that was me listening to Brad. Thanks, and I appreciate that.
Hey man, I'm happy you were able to get your equilibrium where it needed to be with this music, man. I'm really, really helpful. So I'm really grateful that I was able to do that for you.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Well, that's it for us, man. The Common Thread Podcast, yo. We appreciate you.
Albums, new albums for this week.
Oh, we doing it? We doing it again?
Yeah. I feel like it's a cool little weekly thing. Let's do it.
Oh my goodness, bro.
You know,
we doing it again. All right, well, y'all go ahead. So wait. So I did BJ. So now I got to do Dylan. No. I got to do BJ now.
Okay, and then
BJ.
And then I do use that.
I do Dylan.
Yeah. So I'll go. So go ahead, dude. What am I listening to?
Okay, you, my friend, are going to listen to some real music that I like to listen to, and I want you to fucking take note of that next time you fucking give me an album. Okay.
Wow.
Damn it.
Wow.
But anyways, what I like, I've been listening a lot to this new album. It's called Love Jones by They. It's an R&B group. It's not a long album at all. It should be a pretty easy listen for you. But the album is fucking fire. It's fire. From
Love
start
Jones
to finish. Yeah.
I gotta love Jones.
It's 10 songs, only 26 minutes. So it's a quick listen. But I would be surprised if you didn't take away at least 2 songs from it. And R&B, I know, is not typically your bag. So I really like this album. I hope you like it too.
Okay.
Shout out to Logan Castro. He's the one that put me on to They. He would be fucking pissed if I didn't say that. So yeah. Shout out to the Peruvian God. Is that what you call it?
The Peruvian God, yes, sir.
The
Peruvian God, yes, sir.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Real quick. Shout out to Biz and to Chris Osmond commented on the last post. They wanted us to listen to the new that Larry June and 2 Chainz project, but all of us are very well versed with that project. So shout out though.
Yeah, crazy tape.
Go ahead, BJ.
So who am I recommending this one? This is for Dylan?
This is yeah. Okay.
All right, yeah, then bet. This is even better. So yes, it's because I know that this is your bag and you would appreciate smooth R&B, great neo soul, one of my favorite projects of all time from one of my favorite artists. You will be listening to Voodoo by D'Angelo.
Wow. I'm very well versed. That's a beautiful album. I'm glad to listen to it. Let's get it.
Yeah, run it back.
I'll come back and report to the people because maybe they have it. So, yeah, I'm down.
All right. This is for BJ. Y'all put me on the spot, so I had to kind of find something on the fly. So BJ, I've been on this. I've been on the English ting. You know what I'm saying, lately. I've been on the English wave. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of dope artists over there, and I'm really rocking what they're doing over there. I know me and BJ have had. We disagree about almost everything, but we had another disagreement on just UK rap in general and what they're doing. And so you're gonna listen to Central C Can't Rush Greatness, his new album that just dropped. Yep. Shit's fire. I wanted you to listen to another artist because I know Central C's kind of like the hype beast wave, whatever. But it's not out yet. Hell, man, out yet. It comes out in a week. So you're gonna listen to this. You're gonna listen to this instead.
I like Mike. I like Skepta.
You're gonna listen to Central C's new album, Can't Rush Greatness.
I heard a couple of them up there.
Yeah, you did hear a couple, but yeah, now it's time to do a whole, a whole little shebang. I wanted to do like somebody else, like a Dave or a Saint, but I just feel like this is.
I like Saint a lot. I like
Saint's fire. I was definitely thinking about a Saint album. I was, but I just think this is just, Central C right now is just. I'm not going to say the forefather, but when it comes to bridging the gap from English, from American listeners to UK rap, I think Central C in recent memory,
for sure.
For the moment, absolutely. Skepta had it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So there's a whole bunch of names that could be kind of brought up. I think Central C right now is, he's the guy. Especially with this new album, which was really, really good. I was very happy with it. So
21 he should be included in that wave as well.
Hey, why not? Hey, he in there. Right. So all right, we got our albums then. We got our little albums to listen to. Dope. Well, all right, man. I love y'all. BJ, Dill, good doing this with y'all. People, thanks for tuning in, watching. We appreciate
you. Subscribe now.
Subscribe, like, subscribe, all that stuff.
Follow the whole shebang.
Yeah, all that. I'm coming back next week with a haircut. I promise.
Braided though. Probably that. Yeah. Maybe not a haircut, but probably braided.
I need the lineup right there. Love. Thanks for tapping in, y'all.
Peace.